This is Sherlonda. I don't know why my phone. Somebody help me. I gotta figure out. It's saying something with the orientation. Why I can't change my phone around. But I'm coming on here today. I'm sitting here eating, but I'm coming on here today to talk about children, parents, and children. Yeah, I am. So I got me some food. Look, I got some rice with some tiki salmon that my daughter made. And some broccoli. I got me one of my Goslings, little lime drink. But look, what is wrong with parents not wanting to get children what they need? What's wrong with that? Why do parents have a problem with admitting their child has special needs? Why? What's wrong with that? I don't understand it. Just because your child has special needs or they got an IEP, that doesn't mean nothing wrong with you. Your child learned different. And it's okay that your child learned different. You don't have to be embarrassed about it. You don't have to be embarrassed about it. And I just got to be real. It seems like the race that really have a problem with it is our cultural race. Like, oh no, don't say my kid got a problem. But if your child have special needs, it's best to get it taken care of early on. Yeah, I'm on here talking about it. I'm talking about it. Yes, my children had an IEP. They did. All three of them had an IEP. I remember crying with the psychologist when my kids were younger because they all had an IEP. But honestly, I believe I needed an IEP. I do. Because I learned different too. And it's okay. It's okay to learn different. And it's okay to have a kid that learned different. And you don't have to be embarrassed by that. If your child is dealing with special needs or anger issues, take them to counseling. Give them the help they need. Get them what they need. Stop sitting there denying the child of what they need. Get them what they need. That's why I'm on here today. I'm on here crying out for the kids. I'm on here to advocate for the children. Our children today have more emotional. They had emotional needs when I was growing up, but it wasn't acknowledged. But the children today, they're exposed to so much that they have emotional needs that's not being tended to. I came from a time where kids were to be seen and not heard. But look, I want to say kids need to be seen. They need to be heard. Their emotions are valid. Yes, their emotions are valid. Yes, they are. They are valid. And it's sad when their emotions get overlooked and they're not getting what they need. And so I find that it's a lot of kids that struggling with anxiety, They have anxiety issues, ADHD, autism. Um, they're struggling. Where do you think that come from? A lot of it is environmental. It's what you exposed them to, or how you were carrying them to. I think if you fought while you were carrying your baby, you arguing all the time, and they're not getting all the nutrients and stuff, they can do something to a child. And so the fact that children are here and they're struggling with different things, and some parents won't take them to get counseling. They won't take them to get counseling. They won't take them to get evaluated because they said my kid don't have a problem. I don't care what they say. Get a second opinion. Get a second opinion. These kids out here are crying on the inside. And they keep getting overlooked, and it's not fair. It's not fair. They're crying out for a reason. You could look at a lot of their countenance. I work with the youth. You see a lot of their countenance be looking so sad and depressed. And the parents not getting what they need. And it's sad. It's sad. And so my heart go out to kids. It does. Their emotions matter. If you are a parent, talk to your child. Now that our kids are about to go back to school, or they're already in school, talk to them. Ask them how was their day. How do you feel? What's your emotion? What's your emotional meter? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you depressed? Look, my grandson have a book I was reading to him earlier, and it spoke about emotions. And I just really believe we have to communicate with our kids about their emotions. You got to find out, where are you? Where are you at? What's going on with you? Some kids they be bullied in school. They're being talked to crazy. Some of the teachers talk to them crazy. And they need a place to express themselves. For real. And the fact that kids shouldn't be tossed to the side. They should not be tossed to the side at all. And I find where a lot of the youth get tossed to the side. Nobody really they're not meeting them where they at. They're not meeting them where they at. They not. And I'm just here to advocate for them. I'm here to advocate for the kids today. Their emotions are valid. If you see a kid cutting up, ask them what's going on. Like when my grandson come home, I ask him, how was your day? What's going on with you? Did you have a good day? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you mad? You have to talk to the youth. Stop just giving them a phone and video games and TV. Communicate with them. And this is the thing, grown-ups. Get off your own phone and pay attention to the kids. A lot of times, the grown-ups are so busy on their own phone and social media, they don't even pay attention to their kids. They don't. Yes, a lack of communication in the home. a lack of communication in the home. You will find out a lot what's going on with the youth if you took the time out to talk to them and ask some questions. I asked my grandson questions. I asked my other grandkids questions. I talked to them. Eye to eye. Meaning, put my phone down and talk to them. And so I'm just encouraging parents, adults, put your phone down and talk to your kids. Don't allow it to be another school year that you're not emotionally, come on, Holy Ghost, you're not emotionally involved with your kid. Yes. You have to be emotionally involved with them. Not just providing a roof over their head and clothes on their back and shoes on their feet. Baby, bye. You need to be emotionally invested in your child. Yes, you do. Yes. So my title for this live today is Your Emotions Are Valid. Their emotions are valid. Gone are the days that you're supposed to be seen and not heard. I know I don't subscribe to that. I never did. I never subscribed to that. Yes, I could have been better in my parenting. Yes, I should. And so I will say this. I will be honest enough to say I was focused on my struggle and providing. I did invest in my children, and I invest in them emotionally now. I could have invested more emotionally back then, but I was caught up in the struggle. So don't be so caught up on the struggle of the providing for them that you're not giving them what they need emotionally. Oh, Jesus, that hit. Ooh, that hit. That hit, y'all. That hit. That hit. That hit. Don't be so caught up on the struggle of the provide that you don't give them what they need emotionally. And now they're walking around emotionally bankrupt while they're a ticking time bomb. While they're the mad bad kid, the kid cutting up, acting up because they're not emotionally secure, nor are they emotionally safe. And that's why it's easy for them to go to gangs. That's why it's easy for girls to lay up with different boys, because they're looking for emotional validation. Youth get involved with different things because they're looking for emotional validation. They didn't get it at home. They're not getting it. Parents come in, hi, Billy, and they walk on to the other part of the house. You don't know Billy breaking down, baby. You don't know Billy suicidal. Billy suicidal. But you didn't walk past Billy to get to the other part of the house. And you haven't even took the time out to see, where are you at emotionally, Billy? What's going on with you? What kind of day did you have? Families don't even eat dinner together no more. They don't. One person over here, one person over there, one person over there. People don't even sit down and eat dinner together no more. So they really don't know what's going on. You don't even know if a man got an AK in your house. You don't even know. You don't know. You don't know if he got a 9mm in his book bag. You don't know. You don't know. You ain't had no conversation with him, so you don't know. You don't know what he got in your house. You don't know what he got in your house. And how many, look, how many instances you done seen where we done seen where different things have transpired all over the country. And these kids came from a nice family, a nice home. They didn't even know this kid had all these things in their home. These dangerous tools. I'm going to say it like this. These dangerous tools in the home. The parent didn't even know. And they ain't try to ask. Long as he ain't bothering me, it is what it is. I've heard some parents say, oh, they're quiet. Oh, they're quiet. Why you not seeing why they quiet? How quiet you gonna leave them? How long you gonna leave them? Some kids sleep in the basement. The washer and dryer upstairs. So you don't know who they sneaking in the basement. You don't know what they got in the basement. So yeah. I done went over to that. Two things. One, if your child have learning issues, behavior issues, get them what they need. You need a therapist and they need a therapist. Stop acting like therapy is taboo. Stop acting like therapy is a problem. No. You need somebody to talk to that's a neutral person that will receive you and won't judge you. And you can get out how you feel, whether you're a grown up or a child. So that's the thing. If your child have a learning, if your child learn different, or if your child have anger or emotional issues, get them some help. And then on the flip side of that, get to know where your child is at emotionally. Get to know where they're at. Where are you? What's going on with you? How was school? Who did you talk to today? You said you 51, you did 22 years. Wow. You was a single father. Wow. That's good, anonymous. Take the anonymous off. What's your name? Where your picture at? What's your name? Anonymous. But no, for real. We got to be honest. We got to give back. We got to help the youth. Seriously. We have to give back. Hey, Kevin O'Toole. We got to give back and we got to help the youth. Okay? They need us. They do. They need us. Can I say their emotions are valid? They are. They're dealing with a lot. They're dealing with more I'm 52, and so they're dealing with more than what I had to deal with. They, it's a lot. And so our kids are hurting. They're grieving over maybe a loss of a friend. They're dealing with a lot. And I just say to the adults, whoever here now or whoever that will listen to this replay, the children emotions are valid. Your emotions are valid. I hope you're being seen and I hope you're being heard. And if you need therapy, go get it. If you have trauma that you never dealt with, go talk to somebody about it. If you need healing, go get it. I believe you need Jesus, therapy, and community. You need Jesus, therapy, and community. You need the Trinity. You need the Trinity. Jesus, therapy, and a community of people to help you through. If you are lacking in any area, I hope and pray you get what you need. And see, a lot of times, the reason why the adults are not giving the children what they need because they didn't get what they need. But this is the thing. Dare to be different. Give what you didn't have. If you didn't have certain support, why not give it? If you didn't get what you need, why not make sure the next generation get what they need? And this is what I don't understand too. Leaders. They know how, like I just say, a loved one of mine had money and different things, but never taught how you can make money or save money. And one day the person said to me, "Oh, I thought I told you." "Oh, you never told me. You just assume." And so we can't just assume the next generation know. Don't assume the next generation will know. You be the one to break the barrier and have a conversation with the next generation. You be the one to be different to the next generation. If you are a parent, your child angry, your child acting up, go get them some help. If you see your baby struggling with reading and writing and struggling in school, you gonna sit there and say, "Oh, well, they're just having it in a moment. Eventually they'll get better. The devil is a liar." Go get them some help. The same way you pay for a weed, pay for some hunting and learning center. Pay for them to go to and get them some extra tutoring. The same way, Dad, you will go and put money down on the game. Hey, you'll put money on the game. You'll go gamble. You do all this other stuff with your money. Invest in your child's education. Invest in your child some therapy. It's time we change the next generation and do our part. Stop just assuming they're going to be okay. And then get mad if they don't turn out okay. Then if they don't turn out okay and they acting the muck, then you mad. But you didn't pour nothing into them. How do you expect the kids to act a certain way and you didn't pour nothing into them? It's not happening. You didn't invest. You didn't invest. So their emotional well-being is important. Their education is important. And this is the kicker. Our kids don't know how to communicate. A lot of the children are muffled. They don't talk. You go to ask them a question, they're like, good morning. How are you? Parents, adults, teach the youth how to talk. Teach them to look eye to eye. Look up and talk. Teach them to shake hands. Hi, how are you doing? How will they know? And you wonder why the youth is walking around here and they're not communicating. They are poor communicators. But can I say it's a lot of adults that's poor communicators too? I go to a church and people don't like to speak. Yeah, they don't like to speak. They looking down. Folks on their phone. No engagement at all. No engagement. So teach the youth how to engage with people. Teach the youth how to be present and be in the moment. Okay? For real. Because the teacher can't do everything. You can't even expect them to do everything. And so I came by here with this special. Their emotions are valid. They are. They are valid. They are. They are valid. And so we have to be better. Hi, Tiffany. We have to be better with the youth. We have to be better for the next generation. We do. It's no reason why no boys should be walking around, or girls, angry and disrespectful. But parents will put a kid in front of a video game. A child don't even know how to talk, read, or write, and they got a phone. You got almost $1,000 phone, $700 video game, and you don't know how to talk, read, or write. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. And we as a people, and I mean in all nations, I'm not talking about black, I'm talking about all races, we need to do better. And we need to stop sweeping things under the rug. We do. If your children have anger issues, emotional issues, learning disability, get them some help. Hey, Janine, get them some help. Get them some help. Get them some help. Some of these babies are crying on the inside. They don't even know how to express themselves. And they need some help. And I pray the Lord will remove the scales off the people's eyes so they can see the state that their children are in. I pray that God open up the eyes of the parents, of the leaders, that they can see the state that the children are in. And that our children are crying out. I seen my granddaughter today, and I said, hey, you okay? You all right? I said, what's wrong? You a little emotional? She said, yeah. I gave her a hug. But no, you got to check their emotional meter. Find out where they're at. Find out where your children are at emotionally. Find out where they at. Go to their school. Go visit sometime at their school if you're a parent. Do a pop-up. Do a drive-by. If you have older kids, ask them for their book bag. Look at their schoolwork. Don't just assume. And that's the thing. Stop assuming and get involved. Engage. Get involved. Engage. As our children is starting back to school, get engaged. Be engaged. Today, I organized my grandson's I help out with Social Security. That's what I do. I help out with Social Security. I help people get signed up. That's what I do. But look, and I told my daughter, I said, I used to want to be a teacher. I used to want to be a teacher or a child psychologist. That was what I wanted to be. Hey, the K's, that's what I wanted to be. But look, so I organized his box with his books and his coloring books and crayons. And I told my daughter, I said, we about to start doing more reading and writing and coloring. I said, it's time that I tap back into that gifting. Thank you, babe. Thank you. It's time I tap back in because, can I say, I don't want no child left behind. I don't want no child left behind. None. I don't want no baby hurting emotionally. I know what it's like to be emotionally bankrupt as a kid. You going through. And look, I'm going to go there. Some kids have been molested. Some kids have been molested. And nobody don't even know. Because they just assume all is well. But if you were to get with a kid and ask them, how are you doing? How's your day? And don't just assume they acting out, they bad. Why are they acting like that? What happened to them? If Susie was a good child and smiling and running and jumping, and all of a sudden Susie is sad and mad and depressed, why? This is Goslings, y'all. This is non-alcoholic Goslings and sweet lime. That's what I'm drinking. This non-alcoholic. But if Benny was a good boy, he played ball, he ran around, he was a happy kid, and now all of a sudden he's mad, he's angry. Why? Why is Benny angry now? My daughter showed me something where one young boy, he was being touched by his coach. He was being touched by his coach. So we need to get to the heart of when the kid is acting up, why? The kid might not have always acted like that. Why are they acting like that? Why are they cutting up? Why? So I pray that we get more engaged, Me, I'm getting more engaged with my grandkids because those my 4. I will be more involved and more engaged with them. As they all will be in school, I will make myself more available to make sure they're heard and they're seen. Would you yield yourself and make yourself more available to the youth in your own family, whether it's your children, your nieces, your nephews? Will you buy keys? Will you avail yourself to the next generation? Will you? Or will you just be so consumed with yourself? Would you share what you learned? Would you teach them how to be better? Would you mentor a kid? No child left behind. Their emotions are valid. No child left behind. No. Not I'll have my watch on, but not on my watch. Mm-mm. Not at all. Their emotions is valid. And so I just pray there will be a wake-up call for the next generation. There will be a wake-up call for the next generation. There will be a wake-up call to assist with the next generation. So I love y'all. I'm about to get off here. I'll be back here tomorrow with the affirmation of the day. I will be back tomorrow with the affirmation of the day. Please like, share, and subscribe. No child left behind. Their emotions are valid. Take care, y'all. Have an amazing